hopefully this... Hopefully this sounds okay.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else. And the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Steady hand. That's it. Watch it. Cast off line. Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times. Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague. Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
Fair voyage, sir.
Okay, what do we need to adjust? Options, controls. We will leave smoothing on for now, even though I'm not loving it. Audio.
Next time?
Yes. The pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy.
Hello, sir.
Corvo, you're back! Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait, let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master. Okay, here we go. Let's go! Come on!
Oh, am I supposed to be following her? I thought we were going to do whatever it was right then and there.
Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. What about here? Where are you? Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too. Ooh.
Sounds of wonderment.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
She'll see you at once.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
He didn't sound too happy.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me.
Follow me,
What
Captain.
news have you brought?
You should leave them alone.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before. Knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look! What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here.
Press left to attack with your right hand, or right to attack with your left hand if you have a weapon or power equipped. Left control to block incoming sword attacks. Put the enemies off balance.
Emily, get behind me! Look out! Another one! Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here... No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
Mommy! Get away! Corvo!
Hi.
Hey there, Torto. How's it going?
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one who'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Take him.
Six months pass since you were accused by the royal spy master of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct her daughter Emily. The royal heir now locked away in Coldridge Prison. The time of your execution draws near.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Press and hold left control to block melee attacks. Yes, I figured that out. Thank you. Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here's the key to your cell. Once you get out, or once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room, take the explosive there, and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. Hey, friend.
Tired yet? Blow off.
I guess let's save, since it's the start of the game. Boy, the last time I even played any of this was back in 2016.
solitary wing is
Good.
off limits to
Cut some throat.
unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort to the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Someone help me out!
By pressing left or approaching enemy from behind and hold left control to perform a non-lethal takedown. The stealth non-lethal approaches benefits fewer rats and weepers, so people react favorably. The final outcome is not as dark.
To arms! Take that!
Attention. Tomorrow's
R is for health.
will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
I think I'm going to increase my field of vision a bit more, because I still feel like I've got fucking horse blinders on. Jellied eels. Brined hagfish.
Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
I'll find you, you hagfish. I know you're somewhere around here. I'll find you.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Look out. Get a prowler. Nasty bird, Bill.
Just snoring away. No big deal.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary
Okay.
wing must be scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Any money helps, right?
execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Corvo at Atano, formerly the royal protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of the utmost importance. The Lord Regent and High Overseer Campbell will conduct the questioning themselves, follow their orders without hesitation, keep the torturer under control. Corvo dies in his hands instead of getting public execution the Lord Regent wants. It'll be your head that rolls next. Okay. You can review your mission objectives and choose which ones to track. Read mission clues and inform about your gear, manager, supernatural powers. Alright, cool, thanks.
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
Unless accompanied by an officer of the law.
Excerpt from a book on the esoteric practices of the Abbey. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs. Ongoing throughout the year, at the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn, must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. There, the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to White Cliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. Good for the city. Good for us all. Across the yard.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Was that supposed to be a friend, or...
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday. Forget it. Just do your rounds. The report's trouble for both of us. I'm moving. Ah, you little bastard.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort to the solitary
time I
wing
almost
must
caught
be
that guy
scheduled
who
in
killed the
advance
Empress?
with 1
Shut
week's
up.
notice.
This is fucking ridiculous. This shit.
Look out. We got someone skulking around.
fucking longer do I have my fucking huh?
Ha! You little bastard.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see this man.
Attention.
Not everyone
Tomorrow's
did.
execution
I really
will be
like the
restricted
others.
to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Share your food with me tonight?
No, stupid goddamn. Dublin son of Harlan Gunn.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crew, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Just very quietly sit there, just keep eating.
Send out a call. Put people down in the sewers. He's headed for the sewers.
Go to the sewers, please. Thank you. You escaped Coldridge Prison with the help of hidden allies. If you can reach the Wrenhaven River, they promise to aid you in your next move.
He used some kind of explosive to blast his way out. That doesn't happen by accident.
You think he had help? Who'd know how to do that?
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchant.
Go, if you're reading this, it means that our plan worked and you've broken free from Coldridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deep at the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel where these tunnels dump out into the river. He'll bring you to us. A friend who will meet you soon.
Kids like you, you never saw what he was like. I saw him fight 3-1 in the practice yard. In a whirlwind.
I hope it's me that finds him.
I hope it is too.
Hungry, hungry rats! I guess we're going swimming in poop water. Amanda and I only... Damien, Amanda and I only had enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. Even that's all gone now, and there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick, and there's no place above to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district, so we'll stay here and share the last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit this city.
Supposed to load the bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague, do you? No.
Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. The rats eat them.
That'll keep him busy for a while, hopefully.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
Hello.
Kiara, hello! Again, how are you doing? No one will keep us from death. Cannot kill the rat plague. I guess certain...
Oh, Dishonored, I heard good things about this one.
I've played some of this before. I don't remember how far I made it. But I didn't finish it. And it's something that has been popping into my head lately.
It's like Assassin's Creed meets BioShock.
I can't say Assassin's Creed for sure, because I've never played that. Greetings, Corvo, or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before the title was wrongfully taken from you. We're students of the Empire and of the True Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons, crafted for you of the finest materials in the Isles, and meet with our man, Samuel, near where these tunnels split into Renhaven River. All haste and luck. We share a common purpose. Okay. Press and hold middle mouse button to open the quick access wheel. Select the gadgets or power you want to equip in your left hand and release middle mouse to confirm. Okay. Set hotkey to a weapon or power by selecting that item in the quick access wheel and pressing any shortcut key. There are 10 shortcut keys. You can reconfigure the bindings. Alright. Bunch of hemlock essence. That seems ominous. Okay. I didn't even see the trap there. Whoops. Silly me. Here I was trying to get around the trap that's down there, and I triggered the one that was on the stairs right in front of me. Oh well. Feels very much like it's supposed to be a reflection of, like, For Rent. So now I should be fine? Yeah, okay. So I did a little good there. Oh, that's probably where the other trap was. Okay. So let's go that way. Jelly's share. Jelly, in case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey. Got it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, come back for it next month. Whiskey. Man. My neck is not playing nice tonight, I'm sorry. Okay. Let's try putting my armrests up. Maybe that'll help. But yeah, it kind of has the Bioshock feel, but it's definitely more of a like Victorian era or something like that, not the like 40s. Although it's kind of more than that because they obviously have more industrialization, or they seem to. I mean, they got magic too, so whatever. I know it doesn't matter, but I want to open the little chest they have down here.
It's like a Victorian steampunk kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, and it just says combination required. It doesn't tell you, or I should say, it doesn't let you manually enter it.
He won't get past me, sir. Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Dishonored opens up the world a little more. The architecture is interesting.
Smells like a dead reaper in here.
Empty bottle.
Oh, it doesn't speak numbers.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's one of the things that I need to try playing with that at some point. I made it to where it would no longer, well, like I told you, it wouldn't read usernames, but it also wouldn't read, oh. $451. We know that it's 451. Yes. Combination required. Do I oh, you do put it in. Okay.
ITTS no longer say things like title nymph said.
Exactly. Exactly. So I need to go and if I'm trying to pay attention, or if I want to address someone specifically,
They come here to die sometimes in the dark. Just slip into the water, don't come out.
Oh, nothing there. Okay.
TTS said.
Wonder how deep it is. I can't see the bottom.
I mean, they're in a sewer, so I guess technically going and pissing in the water isn't a bad thing.
What the?
Really don't want to kill guys unless you have to, but I literally stood there for so long just waiting for him to turn so he wouldn't turn around right as I dropped, and then of course he did. But oh well.
Seen anything
I can kind of see what people mean about Assassin's Creed. I guess the verticality and stealth and getting the drop kills on guards.
You gotta believe, Howard. Nasty furry filth. Let's get into the house.
Really? You're just gonna shoot me? Are they shooting me or throwing shit at me? I'm not sure.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo is responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily.
Corvo, over here. I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people that want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here. I could still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
There's a lot of stealth, like you said, the verticality. But there are very few enemies you actually have to kill in the game.
With Oblivion-esque zoom-ins to NPCs faces LMAO.
Well, it was made by Bethesda, so, you know. It has a pseudo-morality system. There's sort of like well, the whole like story behind this is there's this plague going on in the city called the Rat Plague. And it causes things like zombies and swarms of hungry rats that will go and just tear people apart. So, the more people you kill in the game, the more it raises the overall level of chaos of the game. And this, the higher that, I think they call it like the amount of chaos. Don't quote me on that. Basically, the darker it gets, the more people you kill, the more zombies show up and the more rat swarms show up. The fewer people you kill, the less you need to deal with that kind of shit. And there's a chance that some people...
Yeah, the mechanic is tied to the lore they get into a lot with.
Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. It's like you don't have to kill everyone. Heading an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the loyalist inner circle, learn what they've got.
This is the Hound Pit's pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose.
There's a reason why there's a chaos thing, but spoilers, so I want tea.
Okay.
Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up
It's
to,
a very unique game.
we'll break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Royalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Yeah, we just covered all that. Thank you.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
So it's starting at last, huh? We've found our man. Even after...
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
The plague ordinances will remain in effect through the month of rain.
And he isn't he the one who's made like the mana potion? The other one is the health.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Not the whales.
Well, at this point in time, all the whales. Tank to pump nozzle, pull lever once, wait for...
Perfect. Now plug it in. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Center lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
Sure, let's have a look. Bolts, bullets, sleep bolts. Oh, I think I remember that one. And that one's nasty. Grenade. Nice and simple. Rare secretary and turn security systems to advantage. Consumed on use. Yeah. I think the bone charms are for your powers. I don't remember. Like 10. Well, these all sound cool, but I haven't used any of them, so I don't know what to expect at the moment. Which means I will just wait for a little bit.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can. Sleep well.
Somewhere else. We're almost at the top of the hour, so I'm going to save real quick. I just realized, so 2016, that means the last time I played this was, what? Just a little over 6 years ago. Okay. I will be back in just a few minutes. BRB. Okay. Where's my drink? There we go. Pop one on the display. I believe this is where we meet the outsider. Something's not right. Yeah, you figure? Pieces of buildings just floating out in the mist. Okay. A boat? Well, now that's just weird.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Cannot savor, you cannot savor, you cannot savor, you cannot say. Okay, yeah. Now that kind of looks like the noble, doesn't it? Corvo, I'm very sad. They say that you're dead like mother. But I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it in the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. Whale oil. Fish. Black crab. Is that? I don't know. Okay, that's the Spy Master, right? Those always reminded me of the whatever the fuck they are in Half-Life 2. Oh, that's one I need to play through. I need to play Half-Life 2 on here. I played it before, but I've never played it on stream.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Okay, so it has to be equipped to use it. Got it. Equipping the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms of runes, even through walls. The heart beats and lights up when you're facing a bone charm or rune, and it beats faster. As you get closer, the heart will whisper secrets if you press right while targeting a person or location. Excuse me. It's down there, okay.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Almost had a little accident there. Clicking use to acquire supernatural powers. Okay. Control of animal targets for a short duration. Close time for a short duration. What's this form of rats? I remember wanting that one. Yes. Choose important items through walls, like security devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys, or traps. Okay.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
In an old bar on the river, you know allies have plans to share with you. Okay. Bone charms provide small supernatural benefits. Locate them by listening for the song they emit. By default, you can activate up to 3 bone charms at once in the bone charm section of the journal. Okay. White rat's friend. White rats won't attack you. The Journal of Granny Rags, excerpt from the ramblings of a street denizens. Of course, I'll tell you, dearie, I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life were like the winds of a house. In the kitchen I could see out into the garden where the leaves are stalks, where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out into the street where the neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. First 2 are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine, fine people. Very more, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor, better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said. And he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie. Wet with his paint glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home, no. We traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even, all the way to the red cliffs of Pandysia, to dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon. But none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones, carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes, even though his tongue was still. Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. He went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, the royal headsman himself now, my little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Better bones was all, for a little mute boy carved in the name of the one with black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him, you and me, in the dreary night with the stars above and below, and always the one with the black eyes. Excerpt from a series of letters sent by a member of the Bottle Street Gang. You know, the chinwag on Slackjaw, what he was like when he was young before he got his name. Well, he's got a cool head now, but it weren't always like that in the days before he was boss of the Bottle Street Gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up on the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the low, pinching whatever he needed, dark-haired, dark-eyed, smoking a pipe by the age of 10. For them born in the brothels or coming from the orphanages, it was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down in the mines run by the Pendleton or Boyle families. As hard as it was on the streets, as hungry as we all got, at least we was free. By the time we weren't little uns anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch, usually calling the shots when we took down a farmer's cart or sidewalk street vendor. Come up with a plan, give everyone some part to play and decide on the split. Most of us just went along because we learned fast that we made out better like that. More food, more coin. Plus, none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was in a rage. Worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town, and that was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. Now he was an up-and-comer, which meant trouble. And another guy who fancied himself as such was Mike the Fish, who was working his way running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we're all taking in a body show in the theater house. Mike the Fish and his lot are there in the cheap seats too, just down the aisle from us. Mike gets a wild idea. He wasn't big on planning, and throws a heavy ceramic spittoon at Slackjaw, hits him square in the face and breaks his jaw. We look to see if there's going to be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points at the door and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our backs. Waking up the next day without telling us why, Slackjaw motions for us all to follow. He still can't say a word, so we just come along. We stop at the docks as Slackjaw buys, actually pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. It's for fishing in the deep, something you'd attach to a long line off the side of a ship. It's about 4 feet, made of thick links, and there are shark hooks coming off it at different angles. Slackjaw's got that thing wrapped around his left arm, dangling at his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the Fish was staying, but when we reached his girl's house, Slackjaw throws a bottle through the window just like that. It's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw in the street, a look comes over his face that still gives me the willies. Pure murder. Mike comes out the side door, bellowing like a blood ox, holding a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. When they come together in the street, Slackjaw spins. The shark hooks bite deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. He screams, but Slackjaw holds on to the chain. He's standing there with his jaw broken, clenched tight, with a chain wrapped around his left arm, hook sunk into Mike the Fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well, hooked like that and using his left hand, but he was a big guy and it took a lot of stabbing before he went to his knees. Everyone was cheering at first, but then we all went quiet. It just kept going and going until finally it was just Mike the Fish blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note and stuck to Mike's face with a nail. It just said, "If you want a job, come to Bottle Street." Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple of months, but word spread fast. By the end of the year, once we had a sizable gang going, he sent out letters to the other bosses, telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys who delivered the letters. Green-Eye Trish even came back missing a thumb, but apparently Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction and had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. It seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market. Another slipping and falling into the water, out cold. One of the older bosses found in bed with his belly open wide and a Tyvian pear stuffed into his mouth. Still not sure what that meant. And Sheila Barnsworth was found bubbling in a cauldron of hot wax. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters. Offers to the underbosses, telling them they'd be treated fair as peers. He even sent Green-Eye Trish with one of the letters. All of the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilizing his business, real neat-like, calling in favors, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin or drink as a bonus, showing what he could be like as a boss. So everything got quiet, which always makes the boys of the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went among the world. Spy Master snitches the Responsible Citizens group, they call themselves, telling everyone working in a shop or sweeping off the front steps of their homes to keep watchful eyes for Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. The Slackjaw ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers in the watch too, telling them he was in town to stay and that things would be run properly from now on, without so much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. Then the plague came. At first it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick and everyone wanted to buy those potions from Sokolov or Piero. Health elixir or spiritual remedy, they call them. Slackjaw told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still where we could water the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same thing with Sokolov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon everyone in the slums was sick and business was good. But after a while there were so many people down with the plague that everyone got scared. Everybody started acting real nasty and everything fell apart. When people can't work, they don't have the coin for elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed like Dunwall would slide into the void. Spy Master Burroughs took over, and the watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tall boys, and them arc pylons. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard and cracked down hard, but Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morley or one of the other isles, he stayed and kept it all together. We got as much elixir to fight off the plague as the City Watch with their taxes and rations. And that's kept us alive so far. Crowley of the Bottle Street Gang. Alright. Okay. Excerpt from an Overseer's Covert Field Report. For over a year now, I have lived away from the Abbey, without the company of my Overseer brethren or the guidance of the blind sisters of the Oracular Order. Days have passed with me, sleeping in the dens of cut purses, murderers, and worse. Nights to see me prowling through the worst alleys and wretched corners of Dunwall. I've taken my meals with killers. At times I have ventured beyond the city walls, meeting in forgotten graveyards and the outlying ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long, and I wear the weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather, favored by the Bottle Street Hatter gangs, and by those rough men and women who make their trade knifing others in return for coin. My hands have run red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who are not fit to live, executing them justly and using their deaths as means of building my reputation. So far, this trick has allowed me to make my name among my murderous colleagues without taking the lives of the innocent. My goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named Dodd in order to get close to him. Of all the practitioners of black magic we have checked, none concern the Abbey as much as Dodd. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the archipelagos off the Pandesian coast, taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles. According to the legend, By the time the ship returned, the captain was dead and the witch controlled the crew, with Dodd still a shadow in her belly. The earliest stories tell of a gang killer without mercy moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat. And a period of silence followed. Years, we now believe, he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy and the occult in the great halls of learning and in hidden basements frequented by fellow dabblers and the forbidden arts. Dodd is even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself. For a time, before a schism developed, he counted the Bridgemore witches among his allies. All the while, he honed his craft, and it is during this time that we believe he began to consort with the outsider. New reports emerged of a dusky-skinned assassin, paid by the elite to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall and the other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him and lived numbered in the handful, but all of them reported something strange. He appeared and vanished like smoke. From a nearby rooftop, he gestured, and a noble woman stumbled from her balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestones below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has risen in Dunwall, Dodd has been seen leading a gang of men in dark leather dressed as factory whalers. In their vapor masks, they seem loyal beyond comprehension for one so unworthy, leading me to wonder if some of his magic is dedicated to lulling their minds, enslaving them. Only a month ago, one young girl claims to have come upon a strange scene, carrying a bottle of milk home to her crippled brother. She was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl saw into an abandoned apartment used by miscreants for gambling and trading haberweed. An occult shrine had been erected against the far wall, which she recognized from the teachings given by her local overseer. A man she described as resembling Dodd was kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit as if in argument. He took a carving made of pale bone from the altar before him, and the lights all went out in a gush of unclean wind. Quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running until she reached her home. There can be no doubt Dodd is an agent of the outsider and must die, but there is no limit to the evil this man might do. This is my solemn oath and the great purpose of my life. Until Dodd is a dead, and his corruption has been purged from the world, I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way toward him. I will not drop my guise or don my overseer's mask again until Dodd breathes no more. There's one more. Here in Burroughs, dated several years earlier. This is the fourth day, month of high cold. I'm still trying to tell what some of these are supposed to be. They say month. I guess because they've said cold, rain. These might be more like seasons? I don't know. Progress continues on the suppression of gang activity in the distillery district, but more slowly than I expected. The ruffians operating there have been cunning. I'll grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I'll see their leaders flogged in public and sent beneath the royal executioner's blade. If I had my way, that mute bastard would be working night and day, removing the heads that need removing. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigations. It seems that it is beyond her thinking, against her very nature as a trusting person, to believe that traitors move among us, but I know they do. They must. Is here in Burroughs the spy master? No, Jessamine would rather spend her time with the royal protector. At least he's likely to stop any immediate threat to her safety. But a strong arm is not what's needed against those who would undermine us. How will Corvo's sword stop a poisoned wine glass or an explosive delivered by courier? It will not. There are many threats around us, threats requiring meticulous efforts to police. Young Lady Emily is undisciplined, I'm afraid. Here within Dunwall Tower, she receives instruction from the finest tutors known in the islands, yet her mother spoils her and spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing or asking Corvo to teach her to fight with wooden sticks. The girl might rule the Empire someday. Every moment spent at play is a moment wasted. Shoring up security for the main gate leading into Dunwall Tower has been another pet project of late. To think that back in his day, Emperor Caldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they pleased. If it were up to me, I'd seal off access to the streets entirely, but the Empress won't hear of it. The water lock is much easier to protect, and if it were the only way into the tower, traffic in and out would be greatly reduced. Someday the wrong person is going to slip in and will suffer for it, mark my words. No amount of security is excessive when it comes to protecting the heads of state. The Empress also approves of my plans for the Sokolov devices. Sokolov himself has no interest in security, of course, but he's vain and therefore keen to see his inventions deployed in any fashion. This wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least I was able to convince the Empress to upgrade the pistols carried by the officers of the watch. Why do I worry so? No one else seems to care. If I ever fall asleep, will it all sink into the ocean? Will the rough things clamber over the walls and fill themselves on our flesh? This is what I see in the same dream several times each month. If only I had more say in things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I have been working too hard. Dinner and an evening of conversation with a certain lady of refinement might be in order, perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. Royal Spy Master, okay.
Should I clear space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder? I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Sakonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, the story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad here and there.
Good day, Master Corvo.
I just want to say hi, but okay. More books. Maybe I'll read them later. I've been doing a lot of reading since I got back from break.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread downriver, as far as the river mouth and flooded district. Do not attempt to approach or destroy a river crust. Any items recovered from doing so are considered state property.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Let me grab the fucking chain, come on. The last day of the month of songs, we begin the Feud Feast. The new year has not started, and thus the time that follows outside the calendar, a period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the year. Many leave their homes, euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. When the right cosmological signs are observed and it is time for the calendar to begin anew, sitting high, overseer calls for the hymn of atonement, and the fugue feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths, for this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marked on the first day of the month of Earth, as it has always been. Oh, and this goes back up to where I was. Okay.
Oh, Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Was there something more you wanted? No? Okay.
I overheard the Admiral at breakfast, talking about the Overseers. That's all I heard. And I think it's better if I don't know too much about what you people are doing.
What can I do for you?
Oh, you can just buy runes too. I forgot about that. Sword cross makes the sword more effective when locking blades and pushing against an enemy. Okay. Oh, jump, sneak, sprint, lane left, right, use. Power gadget, block, choke, zoom, quick access wheel, next shortcut, previous health elixir, mana elixir, journal, bone charms, quick save. Oh, I guess I need to bring up my journal to do anything else. Bone charms. Health. Enemies miss more often with arrows and bolts. Water increased. Breaking glass down is moderately reduced. Keyhole peeping magnification. Win sword versus sword contest more frequently. Reduce slightly. Battles explode with greater intensity. White rats can be consumed for mana. Yeah, let's do that for now, I guess. No, I will not sign off on these purchases. Bag of powder crystal, Tyvian ore. What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King Sparrow feathers. If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly, but this is my bar, what's left of it. We're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you find those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one's going to miss any of the old crap you seem to need.
Does part of the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dreaming mind.
By Piero Joplin. There's been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting these remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because the strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect, elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Pierre's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit, and it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. A subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making up Pierre's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Ranhaven River.
Hey buddy, we taking a break from Kingdom. Hope you're well and feeling better.
Oh, I finished it. I finished it up. And I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. A little out of it, but not bad. Hope you're doing all right yourself. Speaking of taking a break, I'm approaching a point where I need to take a break myself here soon.
I have a cold, it sucks. Oh, finished it. Nice. Did you enjoy it? I'm guessing you just did the story then and none of the factions.
I did the House of Winter. No, House of Sorrows. I'm sorry. I did the House of Sorrows faction. But other than that, yeah, I just finished it. I enjoyed it, although the ending felt a little hollow. Like, I wanted more out of the ending.
Attention, citizens
But
of Dunwall. The old
it was still good.
has been added to the evacuation.
Even though it felt a little abrupt, that doesn't ruin the game, you know.
The Lord Regent has decreed that plague ordinances will remain
So
in
that's
effect
fine.
through the month of rain. Stay alert and stay loyal.
Okay, so what can we... How do we want to change these? Incendiary bolt, regular bolt. Make... Oops, I was one too far over. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Perfect. That'll work. I may want to swap Dark Vision and the Dash because those two can be extremely useful, but we will worry about that later. Excerpt from a book of the far continent, Pandacia. At the Academy of Natural Philosophy, they speak of the Pandician continent as a place of wonder where all of life is entwined and blossomed across eons, producing a vibrant ecology unrivaled in the civilized world. The overseers from the Abbey of the Everyman, by contrast, talk of horror and heresies, of cults of submen engaged in brutal, perverse rituals. Sounds like a fucking party. The few who have traveled to the far continent and come back to the Isles, those who have actually touched the soil there, have returned with notes that describe vast deserts, deep jungles, and outlandish creatures that defy belief. Once in a generation, a great effort is mounted to build a colony there in hopes of this someday growing into a port city to rival Dunwall itself, but to date these attempts have all ended in madness and failure. Oops. Floating pot. Floating pot. All right. Let's see here. Some more health would probably be good, but I don't know, maybe my health will just be refilled once I get to where I'm going. I mean, that's pretty standard, right? Okay. Yes. And I will be back in just a few minutes. BRB? Okay. Oh, and another cocktail. There we go. I feel like I'm missing something, but...
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction. As a close ally to the Lord Regent, Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavers Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And the real is living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
It didn't refill my health. That sucks.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Huh? Hey!
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Well, he ain't moving no more. It's crawling all over it.
One, two, three.
Good. Keep them coming.
Oh, nasty. Little filth. Sorry,
Attention
I can't
Dunwall
help you.
citizens.
I don't
Following
know this
direct
area well.
contact with an infected or weeping individual, you are required to remain in isolation for 2 continuous days. If signs of infection occur, report for transport to the flooded district.
Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it.
What is that, Granny?
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my, my, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians. won't you?
Gentleman caller.
Let us in, Granny.
I think the little birdies are sad today.
She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something. Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rule. Open the damn door!
Oh, I didn't equip the gun. Oh shit.
Let us in! What was that? Come on, let's get this guy!
Well, that was fast. Glad I saved.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, all.
That's gonna be one.
Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rule. Rinse due, Granny. Come on, let's get this guy. I'm gonna dump you in the river after I cut you open. What? Go down, pig.
Let's try that again. Oh, actually, I want to check first. Okay. Now we can reassign those, I guess.
Oh no, that's not a nice.
She's been digging for 80 years. Must have found something.
All.
Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got. Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing personal. Just Bottle Street rule. Somebody get over here! Up. Someone
Now that that's done, we're just gonna save. Yes.
told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never
What's up,
listen.
big sprayer?
Hey there, how's it going?
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family. But an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure
Trying to live life in an extreme way to ground myself. I don't know what it means really, but I'm in a journey.
different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Yeah, we're not going to spend those points right now. We'll just save them.
Sometimes a man feels disconnected to the physical realm.
Yeah,
Granny, Granny, come out with me instead. Granny, 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 you can't because you're dead.
I get the, I know the feeling. That one's a ways out there. But we have a couple of charms that aren't too far away. So that's just on the other side of that wall. And that one's in there. I really don't see a way over other than... Are you? I didn't even do shit. Was it because I had my weapons out? I bet that was it.
Someone a widow, damn you.
I'm only out because I was helping an older acquaintance get home.
Okay, so... They'll be kind to me.
Better them than us. Hey, what's going on there?
Well, there is a chain there. Maybe I can climb up. I don't know. Let's give it a shot.
1, 2, 3, heave!
Looks like I wouldn't have really been able to make it across the bridge that well anyway, so that's fine. Well, the rats at least look like they have potatoes with them. Old Sir Conan, by whatever. She was shy in the month of hearths, hiding from my scented letters. Sun dappled cure for my loneliness. She was smiling the month of rain. Eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the months of clans to her sailor cousin from Calero. A shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the months of song, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. And another quick save. Yes. Darren and can't quite Kuyan. I think that's too low for me to slide under anyway. Oh, was I supposed to finish talking to Granny Rags? I just got rid of those guys for her and then assumed like that was all. But maybe there's like a reward for doing that.
I told you the knives go on the left. Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage. Garbage, garbage. All. I hope you like the little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack jaw is the worst of them. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard. Or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious. shy. You'll have to go, or they won't come.
Send us food, not bullets. That one's nearby, but it's on the other side of that wall, isn't it? I think. Number of ways. Disable air moving the whale oil tank. Climb up the crates to the right and use the roof. Find another path by following the streets to the right. Possess a rat and use the small tunnel to the left. Hemlock essence. Well, we know what somebody did to themselves. 8th entry. It's the 4th day of the month of rain. Morris is sick, and so are the children. I've avoided it thus far, which is good fortune since it's fallen me to care for them. 9th. City watch comes and goes, knocking on doors and asking for signs of plague. Even our neighbors cannot be trusted. Earlier it was difficult to keep the children quiet. Now they sleep most of the time. The flies have set in. Try to keep them away, but I can barely get close. They sting so. Most of the time, Morris won't answer me when I try to talk to him from across the room. Morris is gone. I don't know what I'll do. For now, all my hope is reserved for the children. Leaving the flat for a while, near dawn, I found some plague bags from a guard booth while no one was around. It took a while, but I got Morris into one of the bags. At least his face is covered. Young Robert has passed. The star of my sky is gone. 17th. Elise stopped breathing in the middle of the night. She was such a headstrong girl, I can hardly believe she was overcome. She was always near as I cut up hagfish or vegetables, arguing with me about everything. It's the 4th day of the month of wind. It has settled in that they are lost to me, all of them. I cannot bring myself to call the dead counter. I have the fever now. No guards come near anymore.
me out. Wonder what got this guy. Where are you? Let me out.
Seen any more big rat swarms?
I know you're here. Oh, I'll find you. It's just a matter of time. Here you are. Come on, let's get this guy. Cut this bastard up for the hagfish. Where'd he go, son? I'm trapped. Somebody give me a hand. Get around him. This is gonna hurt. Let's get on with it, rat face. Where'd you run off to? Hey. Someone's about to get shanked. I know you're here. Let me out. Where are you? Hey. Oh, I'll find you. Let me out. Hey.
I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time. But now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Okay. Blood Ox Way. Got it.
Huh?
Sometimes I question an angry drunk.
You can always question, but the answers are usually bullshit. Just don't debate. That's where you go wrong. I say don't argue with drunkards, idiots, and crazies.
I used to be one in the early days. I've sorted myself out.
Oh, that's good.
I guess I believe in the human spirit too much.
Thankfully, it's rare for me to get angry when I'm drunk. Usually it's a happy thing. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passing father to son. Old man Salt to Greenhorn still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, been cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isles north of Tivia. Once the whale trade began, practitioners went to engraving the bones of those great beasts. Rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. What new charms do we have? Speaking of... Throwing hand. Don't care. Don't care. Okay. No, those are good to have, but yeah, don't care too much about what I picked up. Yes. But yeah, I've always said don't argue with idiots, drunks, and crazies. That aside, oh hey. Oops. Generally, when I get drunk, I'll get happy. Sometimes I will get depressed. But out of everything, usually I'm angry is the least common. Every once in a while, it might reach a point where something really sets me off, and I'll react to that. But
it's so crazy. I feel like the drink calms me down more. The smoke calms me down. Not a healthy, but through these substances I hope I can learn.
Yeah, it's like...
Just gotta pay attention.
Yeah. The way I see it, the more you can deal with those feelings or instincts when you're you know, under that influence, the easier it is. To offset them. Bread.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah. Nice.
Scrub. Rats get the vitamins.
I seen a good number of my peers fall to the narratives and the projected feeling of these substances. It's a disgusting visual every time, but maybe better them than me, I don't know.
I mean, it's also one of those things that, I didn't know the dark vision wears off after a while, but that's fine. I can still just keep renewing it. Okay, well, we need to find this guy's lab if I want to complete that side quest. But I don't know how to get in without... Oh, they took off. Okay.
Fully wood walls and everything with radiators.
What? There was nothing after all.
And fireplaces. But this takes place in a Victorian-ish time, right? So you get a lot of dumb shit that was going on at that time.
London Fire swag.
Maybe I can put this guy to sleepy time.
Let me know if you want to take my patrol. Another night, another patrol with you.
This whole place has gone to the hounds.
Close that for a moment. We will save. We're doing good. We'll keep running on that save. Don't turn around. They're gonna be so confused when they wake up. Born and raised in Bristol, I spent my food of Morley. I spent my formative years in our smaller cities before settling magnificent Dunwall. There, in the capital city, I learned to appreciate the finer things. When the opportunity arose to document my travels to Serkonos, Tivia, and finally Morley, I left my position as a cleric for the late Lord Estermont. Perhaps, like so many in Dunwall, I suffered from being excessively cultured, but I found Morley disappointing. Over the course of this journal, I'll explain why I found the Festival of Churners to be tiresome despite the high banners, bare feet, and red robes. Why the renowned jellied ox tongue is something I will be struggling to forget for many years to come. I don't know if you get benefits from reading the books or not, but I find it an interesting little exercise in world building. Oh, hey. I'll take that.
Some ordeal over us.
Sword human remains, strong appetite, 1 bag, Tyvian pears, bruised rawdead rats uninterested, 1 tin, pot whale meat eaten, human torso, no trouble finding corpse parts, no feeding, aggression increased, incident of cannibalism, 20th incident with previous maid servant, will withhold feeding until first day. So they ate the maid. At least that's what it sounds like. Another. I know I'm being pedantic about this, but it just has a statue of the Spy Master in his house. Okay.
I have to keep this position. He says to bring a bottle, I bring a bottle. He says to bring food, I bring food.
Oh, there's a guard up there. Shit. I didn't even realize that. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. She's on the other side of the wall. Is there a door there? No door. Take those, though. Oh, his watch? Okay. Oh, it's on the top floor? God damn it. Okay, and this is where I came in, huh? Yeah, damn it. Alright, madam, you could just take a nap on this bed. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Don't turn around. Just don't turn around. Okay. Oh, I tried to toss him up on there. Oh well. I mean, it seems like we're mostly in the clear. Bathroom. We are also almost at the top of the hour, and I have to pee. Whoa. Walking through a dark vision, like, oh, it's just a bathroom, and then I turn it off to see this. It's like, this is creepy. Okay, I need to pee, and we're at break time anyway. I was considering
the
whether...
bathroom will be bloody.
Yeah. I was considering whether or not to call it a night here, but I think I'm going to do one more hour. So, BRB. Okay. We'll put a beer on the display. Really should be catching up on my sleep, but oh well. Rat viscera.
Sleep is nice, but the endless nightmares of not continuing the game are causes for war.
Not quite that bad, but...
Ahaha.
They do haunt me. Contaminating the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still with plague rat viscera will infect anyone who drinks the elixir with the plague, includes the Bottle Street Gang and the people who buy their black market elixir. I don't think I completed this the last time I played. But the gang needs to go.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Oh, I'm one floor up.
Did I tell you about the time I almost caught that guy who killed the Empress?
You always amuse me.
That's nice.
Everybody's still napping. Okay. Where did we come in? Over there.
Want to look at some of the things I found? Good prices, I swear.
We'll have a quick look. Sure. Guard bullets.
BRB gonna smoke up Brosco.
Hey, no sweat. Do your thing. Take your time. Lots of rats. Oh, that's literally underneath where I was a moment ago. Okay. Oops.
Cold as a whaler's gaff. 50 years old at least. This guy fought for the Empress.
Forget his old ass. I can't even remember the guy. We tagged it plain. Under Clavering Street is ours. Come on. What's the take?
20. Plus 2 elixir.
Looked like 25 to me.
Look here. It's 20. It's 5 each, counting Boo.
You want me to check your pockets?
Let it go, kid.
Don't call me kid. You think you can check?
So there's a rune in there.
No time to blow a cloud. We got somebody else.
Well, is it on? What's it look like? Blow off, Hayburn. Go on. Toss it.
Damn right already.
Never gets old. Furry Phil.
Sleepy time.
Someone help me out.
I thought the wall of light was, never mind. I thought it was more like a force field, didn't just zap you. Whoops.
What's it look like?
Okay, I guess that was an autosave. I didn't want to save that close.
You sound afraid.
Damn right I am. Down ain't no ordinary man. Touched by the outside ways. Give him dark powers. And slit your throat across the room.
Well, that gives you
There's no reasons that most men won't whisper his name.
Is it true that he lives in the flooded district? With them weepers and wild hounds?
That's what they say. Perfect place for a paid killer to hide.
Alright, I'm only seeing one charm in here. And no runes, and that's fine.
When you're this handsome, you don't need one.
Face like a hagfish.
Hey up. Don't be sour.
Say, when's Slackjaw coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done. You'll want to check on things.
Then you better get all your shit together, huh?
Everything's fine. I run the still like I run a game of Nancy. Yeah. Picked up anything good? Blow off, chocolate.
So there's 3 guys in there. Okay. One right outside. Of course it triggers the fucking trap.
The fuck are you looking at? Shut up. Somebody, give me a hand. Put you on with your rat face.
Okay. I wasn't meaning to grab onto the chain, but...
Not to the Abbey or the Office of the High Overseers, but one of the other offices, where they train the Overseers to be real religious.
Crazy.
He just wants to know where his brother's gone. He sneaks it. You know Eddie. Brilliant at it when he's sober.
I remember. Brimsley job, hitting the dumbwaiter all night.
Yeah. So he goes from room to room, kids sleeping, an overseer giving a lecture to the kids. A couple guys training with those hounds.
Stuff you'd expect.
But it gets weird. Some kind of machinery. Then a woman laughing, just laughing and laughing. Then music, a kind of plinky, plonky sound. That's what spooked him.
You sure he wasn't drunk?
Says he still hears it at night. He never did find his brother.
Okay, so the bone charm is up there.
The nobleman laid with the skull so loud that they make quite rhyme. The nobleman's wife butchered it, carved herself some decent blood. Oh, I get it. The wife done kind of both, right? Yeah.
Maybe I did do this.
My god, I'm in Yodi land.
Yodi land? Spring razor trap can be attached to any surface by aiming at it and pressing right. It will be triggered as enemies approach, throwing up a cloud of shrapnel. I remember the spring razors being mean. It's a big old fucking whirling cloud of blades.
Yodi land is a part of some lore the Swede-based Zoomer man Fulcrum has created. It's quite popular with the TikTok culture.
Huh. Exerc hounds. Tupper
When you
family.
smoke weed, you go to Yodi land.
Okay. Golden Cat, Better Leaf Holmes House, Ed Knack, Luther, Black Sally, Griff, Trace Flannery, Pratchett, Nillian Morris. Attach an empty elixir vial to the spout before you turn the thing on. Turn the valve on. Collect the full vial. Repeat until empty. Do not break vials. Do not spill any elixir. No free swigs. Now we need to go all the way back to Granny Rags to collect whatever it was. Oh yeah, and I checked those, okay. The name is amusing, I will say that. Also sounds very silly. Oh, no, there's still a bone charm in there. Fuck, I forgot about that. Okay. Well, it's pretty much clear in here. So, it's up there, huh?
He.s. honestly concerning the way he just drones on Yodi land is robotic.
Oh, like a little less amusing and a little more cuckoo? Fuck. Well, I hope I saved right before that, right? Yeah, he's done. The still is okay.
It's a good blend of like young dumb amusement like slapstick shit, but he like creates the script of it and applies it too readily where like it's crazy honestly, but young people just fall for it.
Unnerving target. Enemies have a slight chance to miss with guns. Oh, I like that. Quick dodge, swim speed, delicate touch. I don't know. There does sometimes seem to be this almost like you know what I need to change the controls. Up is next and down is back. Okay. I don't want to just generalize and call it meme culture, but there does seem to sometimes be this almost like, you know, let's do it for the ha-ha funnies, even if it's dumb or even potentially dangerous.
got anything to smoke or eat?
Yeah, they know what they're doing, but they purposely mask it to get the laugh. I know this because I've done this myself. It's easy to just put that veil over the truth for the goal.
Hmm. Okay, and now to hopefully get out of here safely. Well, we'll just close that for now. Oh, he's peeing. Okay. He's no longer peeing. But he's not coming up this way, which is fine. That's good enough for me to not care. Whoop. How's it going,
She wouldn't
Granny?
put the crackers on the right side of the tray, so we sacked her. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one.
Okay. So how many do I have at this point? I have 4. We'll save. But I'm not gonna use any of those things yet. Okay. So we can safely head down this way. Oh, but we still need to get around the wall. Damn it. Okay.
me out! Take that!
Whatever, while they're busy, I guess I'll just do whatever the fuck I want. Oh, this still isn't far enough. How did I get there before?
Someone help me out!
Oh, past that other guy. Okay. Well, I didn't kill him.
Bastard! Get around him!
I did nothing! I had the wrong power equipped. My mistake. Sorry. Sorry. You son of a bitch. Why are these guys all after me? I didn't do jack shit. Purple Meadows, we found this strange rune on the woman who used to sell pastries up the street. Not sure how she died, but since the thing looks superstitious, we set it aside for the overseers after your shift is over. Take it to them for disposal or whatever they do with them. Don't forget. Let's see what that dude had on him. I don't see anything else nearby, so I mean, like, that's a good sign, right? And just put him to sleep in his guard booth. He's just on watch. It's fine. Had a long night. Well, it looks like that's where we're supposed to be going. So, High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction. Oh yeah, that's just the same thing. Okay.
Jasper, isn't it? It's not so bad in here, except I miss your wife.
Huh.
Psst, Corvo. It's me, Overseer Martin.
Yes, I can tell.
Corvo, now I knew you'd make it.
Oh, shut up.
I told the Admiral you would.
What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help.
All right, cool.
Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the void, I'll buy you 100 drinks. I have poor circulation and I seem to have forgotten my mittens, so I'd appreciate it if you could release me or at least go gather some firewood. You never appreciate the fine masonry you've done. Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. All right, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
Okay. Always save in a safe corner. To the meeting chamber. Okay. Couple of runes in there, cool.
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used. No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out permanently. Remember the 7 strictures. Never need worry about such matters.
I will. I know you're here. You are. To me. Burn! Take out his legs.
Not my legs! Not my jumping legs!
Check under everything. Someone get over here. No! Check everywhere. When I find you, it's gonna be bad. I know you're here somewhere, scum. Oh, I'll find you.
Really?
A promotion for the man who kills this man. I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used.
Tanto House? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're doing okay.
We passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the high overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out permanently.
Thank you for the follow. Tanto Ayus.
Never need worry about such matters.
I will.
Alright. That is not at all what I want to do. In fact, it's kind of the opposite of what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay. Who we got? We got that guy. Where'd the other one go? Is he the only one? Oh, he went in the through the doorway there. Just take him to sleep with his friend over here. Oops.
Food run BRB.
No sweat. Although I'm not going to be on much longer. Just a heads up. Only got about 10 minutes left on my regular schedule, and I do need to pee. So. Oh. Sleep at your job. Captain Kernow and his retinue will be here this evening so that they are allowed to the checkpoint without incident. I would like from Fairmoon when I have drinks with him in the meeting chamber. Also be prepared to defend the checkpoint from the inside should things so arrive with negotiations. Not that I expect they should, but I want your overseers prepared in case Kernow and his men live up to the city watch's reputation. So security devices to make them work in your favor. Rewire tool. Rewire it. Walls of light, arc pylons, and watchtowers will harm your enemies instead of you. while rewired alarms will be fully disabled. Ah, cool. 30,000 coins for capture or death. Reward will be paid by the City Watch in addition to rewards offered by private citizens or outstanding organizations. The offense of this man are high crimes under the law of the City Watch and the edicts of our brave Lord Regent. Okay. Save game. The main pathways through your missions: front streets, alleys, windows, rat tunnels, rooftops, and waterways. Experiment with different ways to reach your goals.
Die!
Actually, we are close enough to the top of the hour, I think. And, like, I really, really need a pee. Yeah. Oh, were there bone charms back there that I missed? Fuck. Whatever. That's a problem for next time. Who can we raid? Tweet is actually on tonight. Great. Alright, hope it's been fun. It's actually, now that I'm getting into the flow of it, I am enjoying it a fair amount. So. All right, the raid is ready. Let's go.